a man arrested in connection with allegedly starting a fire on Table Mountain, made a brief appearance in the Cape Town Magistrates Court a short while ago. He was arrested yesterday. The devastating fires, you'll know, which started on Sunday, continue to burn, with firefighters working around the clock to try and douse them. Let's go to eNCA's Ayesha Ismail, who attended the court hearing a bit earlier on today. So what do we know about this man, Ayesha, other than the fact that city authorities and others just refer to him as a vagrant? What else do we know about this man?
So, well, let me just give you some background. The man is a Tanzania national. His name is Clement Mangazo, and he, as you said, made a brief court appearance in court today. Now, he was meant to appear in the Cape Town Regional Court, but due to COVID-19, all cases in the Magistrates Court and the Regional Court had to be postponed. And as you can see, there is a sign here on the building informing people that no matters will be heard in court, and that the court will only resume on Wednesday, the 21st of April. So what happened was this matter was heard in a building just meters away from here. It's called the Community Court. It was heard before a regional magistrate, and what we know about Clement Mangazo is, as I said, he's 35 years old. He's from Tanzania. He says that he came into the country in 2013 via a bus. He also says that he was intending to study IT at a college in Cape Town, and he says he's still waiting to get his permit to study here in Cape Town. Now, I'm now joined by his attorney. Mr. Balram, you represented Mr. Mangazo this morning in this brief court appearance. What is the allegation against your client?
That is indeed correct. We have received instructions to represent Mangazo, and we did this morning. He has been charged with the criminal offence of arson, and he will have to answer charges to that effect.
How did it come about that your client was arrested?
It appears from the state at this stage, as we've been informed in court by the prosecutor, that there had in fact been members of the community that had seen 3 people near the vicinity of the fire. And upon the neighborhood watch and members of the community approaching the 3 people, 2 people had fled away, and my client, who resides near to where the fire was the person that was arrested.
Now, you say your client resides close to where the fire was. Where is this?
It's our client's instructions that he resides on the lower part of Table Mountain near District 6. And at that proximity is where he was arrested, near his place of residence.
Now, you were telling me earlier that your client maintains his innocence.
That is indeed correct. Our client has informed us that he is innocent. He had no involvement in the fire and has nothing regarding or no knowledge of the whereabouts of those people who actually started the fire.
And when will he be back in court?
I haven't taken instructions on that. However, we would hope once he's released on bail that he could give the briefer more information regarding that.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Indeed, welcome.
So what we do know is that the matter has been postponed for 7 days for further investigation. And, of course, Mr. Mangazo was not granted bail. He's being remanded in custody until his next court appearance. But it is also interesting that there were several fires, and it is unclear as to which fire the state is alleging that he started.
Yeah, and Ayesha, this contrasts somewhat the fact that this man intends to plead not guilty, contrasts somewhat to what J.P. Smith was telling us yesterday, right, about the interactions that he was saying they've had with this man. Yesterday, it seemed the impression was a question of which one of the fires that had started much earlier on in the day did you start. The question of whether or not he had started a fire, according to J.P. Smith at least, was already settled yesterday, but it seems not so.
Exactly, and when I spoke to his attorney, Mr. Balram, earlier, he said that his client said to him that he did see the fire, but it was his intention and the other people that were around there, they were trying to put the fire out. And he says that he lives in that vicinity, and that is why he was there. And he is prepared to, as we heard this morning in court, corroborate his story that he lives on the mountain.
All right, thank you for that, Ayesha Ismail, live there for us with an update on that situation. Always more than one side to a story, at least two, possibly more.